Well, good morning, guys. How are we doing this morning? Good week last week? Ready to go back to school? You guys know you are bored to death during the summer, aren't you? No, be honest. You have nothing to do during the summer, and you wish you were hanging out with friends at school, right? I had one yes there. I'll take it. Hey, how many of you guys like science? Does anybody like science? How many of you science not your favorite subject? Let's just be honest. Oh, man. Do you guys know what science means? Do you actually know what the word science means? Well, how do you know you don't like it if you don't even know what it means? You just don't like it, huh? Okay, well, it actually means, just so you know, it means knowledge. So, your call if you want to keep hating on knowledge and stuff, but, I like knowledge. I think knowledge is a good thing. I think we should learn things, and science is just one way in how we learn things. So I thought I'd teach you guys something real quick about science that I've discovered that I would like to pass on. Now, I don't always pass on this information because some young people in some audiences cannot handle the information I'm about to pass on. They become, with this information, what do we call them? Menaces to society. And so I hope I don't create any menaces to society with this information, but I happen to know the scientific way to shoot a rubber band. Oh, you think you know how to shoot a rubber band the scientific way? You think you got it figured out? To do this, I'm going to need 2 volunteers, both a boy and a girl. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You and your husband come right on up here. Come on up, Darnella. All right. Come on up. This is going to be good. Okay. 3 brand new rubber bands. I'm going to give the pink one. Don't even take the pink one. Are you serious? I'm going to give that to her. Okay. You get the blue one. What was your name? Caden and Darielle. That's right. I had it wrong. I was close. Darielle. And today is Darielle's birthday. Isn't that pretty cool? Happy birthday, Darielle. All right. We're going to have a little competition here, Darielle. We're going to see who can shoot the rubber band the farthest. Okay? How about we make a little wager on this? How about, let's say, call it a competition since we're in church instead of a wager. How about the winner? $20. You guys like that? Is that a deal? I like it. I love it. All right, I tell you what, come on over here. Let's make this our line right here. We'll kind of shoot that way towards the wall. That's about farthest we can shoot. So we'll make sure we're very. Now, we want Darielle to go first, okay? Because that's what men let girls go first. No, we let ladies go first because we want to know how far you go so we know how far we have to go to beat you, okay? So girls go first. All right, here we go. Whoa, almost about 6 feet from the wall right over there. All right. Manhood is on the line, okay? Good luck. Okay, here we go. Oh, man, it's right here. And Darielle is beating you by this much. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, my turn. My turn. All right, same spot. Okay. Now, obviously, I know something that you guys do not know, right? Correct. So it probably wouldn't be fair for me to shoot from the same spot. Do you guys want me to move? Okay, thank you. I'll move. Okay, right here. Ready? What? You want me to move backwards? That's going to make it harder. You guys both want $20. Oh, my goodness. Okay, all the way to the wall here. Are you ready? Now, if you're really quiet, you'll actually hear my rubber band fly through the air. Ready? Watch. Well, it hit that wall, and that wall stopped it. But it went farther than hers, which means I win. Yes! Which means you guys owe me $20. We made a deal on this, didn't we? Didn't we have a little friendly competition? Well, all I said was the winner gets $20, right? Okay. But that doesn't matter. The winner gets $20. Why are you trying to argue with me here? Hey, right now you guys should be thinking of a question that has exactly 5 words in it. What is your question? Rubber band. No, that's not the. What's the question? What is it? Is rubber band made out of plastic? That's 7 words. That's not the right question. Come on. What's the question you guys are wondering? What is it? How do you shoot that thing? That's 6 words. Put it in 5. How did you do that? That is the question. Yes, that is the question. You guys want to learn how to do this? When you learn the scientific way, oh man. These rubber bands, when you shoot them the scientific way, will go 140 miles an hour. Oh yeah, it will go much, much farther. It would go, I can get it to go almost to the basketball hoop outside out there, all the way over there. So if the wall wasn't in the way, yeah, we could go a whole lot farther. Okay, you guys want to learn how to do this? Okay, listen carefully, okay? Sit up straight, guys. Listen carefully. Here we go. The rubber band has got 2 sides to it, okay? You put it on your finger, just like that, and you're pulling it back. It's got 2 sides. This side over here is called the spirit. What's this? This side over here is called the flesh. What's this? Okay, so this was the, and this was the, so the rubber band has a spirit and a flesh. By the way, you have a spirit and you have a flesh. Did you know that? Now, your spirit has to stay inside your flesh. Otherwise, you're what they call dead. When your spirit leaves your flesh, you're all done, okay? Then you would have a problem. Actually, somebody else would have your problem. It would just be laying right here somewhere, you know? Hey, what's wrong with you? Get up. Spirit's done left. Okay, so you're dead at that point. Now, if you shoot your rubber band the normal way, thank you guys for demonstrating the normal way, you would pull back on the flesh and on the spirit as far as you can, and you would just try to see, what are you so, I'm a professional. I'm a trained professional. I know what I'm doing here. You would pull back and you would put the same amount of tension on the spirit and on the flesh. They'd be stretched exactly the same. Here's what happens, though. If you could watch it, when you shoot your rubber band, if you could watch it fly through the air, because the flesh and the spirit are stretched the same, as they fly through the air, the flesh and the spirit go back and forth and hit each other, causing all kinds of internal turbulence and friction, decreasing forward momentum. So the secret's a high-speed velocity through a fluid medium, such as the atmosphere, which is going to minimize or cause a little bit of turbulence and minimize the distance. The secret to that is, to high-speed velocity, is to minimize the actual turbulence as it goes through the air. That makes sense, right? So here's what we're going to do. Yes? You don't know what I'm saying? Here's how to make it go really far and sting at the end, which, of course, is the whole point to begin with, right? That's why we're doing it. Yes, okay. Here's how to make it go really far. What I did you guys see when I was standing over there? I blew a column of air that smelled like Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Did you see that over there? That has nothing to do with making the rubber band go far, okay? So you don't even have to do you don't have to do that at all. Here's what I was really doing. When I blew that column of air, I was distracting from this. What I did is I took the hand that was pulling it back, and I used that thumb, and I went up in between the flesh and the spirit and divided them. And I went 50% up the spirit side, and I stretched the spirit side 50% tighter than the flesh side. Now the spirit is very strong, and the flesh is very weak. Can I join the band? Never mind, I've got my own. It's a rubber band. So anyway, when you do this, now when I shoot it, the flesh is going to have to follow the spirit because the spirit is really strong. So when you shoot it like this, it literally goes through the air in a circle, and the spirit leads the flesh the entire time, eliminating all the internal turbulence and friction, increasing forward momentum, maximizing the stinging sensation, which is what we were going for, remember? Okay, so when you do this, let's see here. Oh, it's going to be hard because the wind is blowing, but the exit sign above the door, right above those ladies, actually, no, right inside where those ladies are standing, the exit sign, hey ladies, exit sign above the door. Ready, 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 here we go. Oh, I told you the wind, the AC might mess it up. Let me try one more, let me go for something different. Okay, the clock at the back wall, the number 3 on the clock at the back wall, the number 3. I'll go all the way to the back here. Here we go. The number 3. Ready? Ready? You don't have to, seriously, have I not demonstrated that I know what I'm talking about? Ready? Number 3. Ready? Oh, I'm off. Hang on. I got to get one more here. I got to get this. It's a brand new bag. These rubber bands haven't been shot before. Okay, ready? Oh, okay. I need a little practice. All right, I need a little practice. So it's been too long. By the way, right now you guys are all thinking of another question. No, you cannot have one of my rubber bands right now. That's the answer to that question, okay? But hey, this has a spirit and a flesh, and if you put a lot more emphasis on the spirit than you do on the flesh, it'll go a lot farther. Did you know it's the exact same way in your life? If you put a lot more emphasis on your spiritual life than you do on your physical life, you'll go a lot farther in life because your spirit will lead your flesh. If you have disciplines in life, like, man, I want to see what God says for me, so I'm going to read the Bible. I want to understand what God's word actually says. I want to obey what God says. If you put a lot of emphasis on your spiritual life, you will go way farther in life than other people because for them, their spirit and their flesh are always fighting, and it's always slowing them down, and they're not going as far. So guys, for crying out loud, start putting some emphasis on your spiritual life, okay? I want you to go a long ways in life, okay? Okay? Okay, thank you. Hey, give my volunteers a hand. Thank you guys very much. You can go back to your seats right over here, unless you guys want to stay there. Oh, I love it. The scientific way to shoot a rubber band. I can't believe I can't get that number 3. Oh, that was 4. Oh, well. All right, I'll keep practicing. But these are a whole lot of fun, and I do have some. I tell you what, at the very end, maybe during lunch, we can go outside and have a little rubber band shooting competition, okay? Does that sound good? Now, I got some stuff to talk to you about before we get to lunch. Can we talk about that stuff real quick? Okay, let's talk about that stuff real quick. Here's the stuff I want to talk about. Oh, are we good up there? Let's see what we got here. Don't have my ocular enhancers on, and I'm at that age where it is now necessary. Okay. All right, it is transmitting, so it sees it. Not sure why it's not coming up. I'll let you guys figure that out. But it is showing. HDMI encoder. I want to talk to you guys today about a very interesting topic. Let's talk about dinosaurs. What is the truth about dinosaurs? There we go. Thank you. What is the truth about dinosaurs? Got a question already? I just started. Or are you going to tell me the truth about dinosaurs? You already know the truth about dinosaurs? Oh, so you're not going to tell me the truth about dinosaurs. Okay, so, yes, how can I help you? They're what? They're like extinct? You guys know why the dinosaurs went extinct? Asteroid, meteor, volcanoes, the global warming. They starved to death. The T-Rex ate all the other dinosaurs. It ate some of them and enough that they went extinct. I always thought they went extinct because they didn't wear deodorant. They died 65 million years ago. The plants died, and then the dinosaurs died, and then the other dinosaurs died because they didn't have any friends to play with. Nothing to eat. So they were eating the dinosaurs that died, but then after they ran out of dead dinosaurs, they died. So all the grass died on the whole planet. So how do we still have grass today? Because Jesus! Sorry, we got the Sunday school answer there. Jesus grew the grass. Okay. This is what I would expect. I would expect a lot of these answers. The meteor, the volcano, the 65 million years ago. Here's the problem. I don't buy that. I don't think that's true. And I think I can give you guys some really cool scientific evidence to show that it's not true. Now, this talk is going to take me a little while to get through, I can tell already, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the first part of the talk right now this morning during Sunday school class, which ends at 10:50. And then we're going to take a break. We're going to do the main church service. It's going to be a different message. Then we're going to come back after we eat pizza, try not to fall asleep, and give the second half of the dinosaur talk to talk about... could there be some dinosaurs still alive today? are you in for a treat. Oh, I'm not talking about crocodiles and alligators, okay? I live down in Florida. We know all about those. I'm talking about dinosaurs. Are they alive? No. Okay. You just come back after lunch, okay? Let's take our little dinosaur quiz. All you got to do is answer this question as quickly as you possibly can. Question number 1, what dinosaur is this? A, B, C, or... Okay, it's going to be the next slide. Hang on. Which dinosaur is this? A, B, C, or D? Who can say it the fastest? Ready? Go. Triceratops. Exactly right. That is the Triceratops. How about this one? On your mark, get set, go. That is B, the Velociraptor. That is B, the Velociraptor, yeah. How about this one? Are you ready? Go. Oh, man, that was close. But if you said the pterodactyl, you got it right. Okay, pterodactyl. The P is silent. Isn't that interesting? I don't know how they do that. Okay, how about this one? On your mark, get set, go. Brachiosaurus. Brachiosaurus is right. That is A, the Brachiosaurus. By the way, there's a lot of some people misnamed it. They actually put the wrong head on the wrong museum years ago and called it a Brontosaurus. There's no such thing as a Brontosaurus. There's the Brachiosaurus, there's the Seismosaur, there's the Cetosaur, there's the Apatosaur. They're all cousins, and you can tell the brachy means arm. So the Brachiosaur had a really long front arm. The Apatosaurus, his back legs were longer than his front legs. So this one was jacked up in the front. The Apatosaurus was jacked up in the back. One got better gas mileage. The other had more horsepower. So, but anyway, you got all these kinds, but they're the long neck kind of dinosaur. All right, in a little introduction. I live in Pensacola, Florida, which is right here. I run a ministry called Creation Today, and we want people to have answers. We want them to know, why do you believe what you believe? Why do you believe the dinosaurs lived 65 million years ago? Because that's what you've been taught. Because you've watched the TV shows. Because you've watched the stuff that's on Nova and Discovery Channel and PBS. Here's the problem, though. A lot of people are confused about this stuff. I think if you're confused, you will lose. And the people around you are going to lose. But it doesn't have to be that way. You really can't have answers. And I think we should have answers because people's eternity is at stake. And we need to know why we believe what we believe. Now, this is not my wife. But that is a picture of her. You get it? It's not her. It's just a picture of her because she's down in Florida. And never mind. Anyway, we just celebrated our 25th anniversary 2 weeks ago. So I've now been married more than 25 years. Can you believe that? Wow. God has blessed us with 3 amazing children. My daughter Stephanie got married 2 years ago. Oh, what a sweet day that was. I spent a lot of money on this. Let me show you a couple pictures. My daughter Angie just got married 3 months ago. So I got 2 down. I got my son to go, and you need to pray for my son because, guys, my son is going to die. He and I like these, okay? We love fast motorcycles, and I'm telling you what, man, I'm like, God, I thought I was mature enough to handle this, and I'm going, God, help. I can't handle this, man. I just can't. I don't have the level of maturity necessary to ride fast motorcycles. I kind of thought, speed limit, no big deal. And now I'm like, speed limit. Oh, that throttle just, and it's a Suzuki GSXR 750, top speed 181 miles an hour. Knowing what it can do. But you do. You just have to control yourself, and you got to just stop, okay? You got to just stop. So anyway, we love hanging out there in Pensacola, Florida. Love what we do. Hey, there's 4 basic questions in life. Do you guys know the 4 basic questions in life? I'm going to give them to you for free. Write these down. You guys brought nothing to take notes with? Are you serious? How do you learn? Thank you. Write these down. Here's the 4 basic questions of life. Yes, 4 basic questions of life. Write them quick. I'm not going to be on here long. Write them quick. Write these down. 4 basic questions of life. Who am I? Where did I come from? Why am I here? And where am I going when I die? Who am I? Where did I come from? Why am I here? And where am I going when I die? You do not have a pen, do you? Let's see here. I think I might have. Oh. Look at that. Oh, you got one right there. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right. Who am I? Where did I come from? Why am I here? And where am I going when I die? Those are the basic questions that everybody's going to try to answer in life. As you grow up, you're going to go, who am I really? Where did did I come from? Why am I here? What's the purpose of my life? Where do you think I'm going to go when I die? You're going to try to answer these questions. And then once you answer them, you're going to spend your whole life living out the answer to those 4 questions right there. Who am I? Where did I come from? Why am I here? And where am I going when I die? Now, the way you answer these questions depends on how do you see the world. How do you think the world got here? What's the truth about this earth and you? There's a couple different ways to look at this world. Some people look at this world and they say it's amazing. A big bang made this universe from absolutely nothing. This is called the humanist worldview. The humanist worldview says that man is God, and we don't have to answer to anybody when we die. Other people say, hold that thought. No. This did not come from a big bang. No, I think that this world is incredibly designed. God must be a really smart designer. That one is called the creationist worldview. And the creationist worldview says that God is God, and he's going to judge everybody one day. By the way, God is God. And he's going to judge everybody. Judgment day is coming soon to a city near you. Okay, this is really going to happen. God is going to judge us. It's appointed unto man once to die, and after this, the judgment. You and I are going to get judged for how we live life on planet Earth. Now, are they teaching that in the schools these days? No. And is that causing a lot of problems? Yes, because kids feel like I can do whatever I want. Nobody can tell me what to do. I'm going to make my own right and my own wrong. Hey, if we're just an animal, if evolution is true and we're just an animal, what's wrong with doing whatever I want? Animals do whatever they want. What you believe affects how you live, how you behave. Your belief determines your behavior. That's why coming and learning about God's word and the truth about you is so important, because your belief determines your behavior. And you guys are going to go out of here this week and you're going to behave certain ways. But that behavior is based on what you believe. Oh, we can also flip that around. The backwards is also true. Your behavior reveals what you really think, what you really believe. I can look at your life and I can see, oh, is he honoring his mom and dad? Is he loving other people? Or is he selfish? And it'll tell me what you really believe. Do you believe you're created by God? Or are you just an animal and you get to do whatever you want? Belief determines behavior. Behavior reveals true belief. Now, here's the 2 worldviews on timelines so you can kind of see what they're teaching. Now, I believe in the creationist worldview. The creationist worldview would say that somewhere around 6,000 years ago, God created the heavens and the earth. Now, I don't put an exact date on it. Some people try to do that. They say Adam was made October 23rd, 4004 BC at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We cannot get that close from Scripture. All we know is that Adam was made in the afternoon because it was right before Eve. That's the only clue in Scripture we've got about that one. So that's happened about 6,000 years ago, and we actually get those dates from the numbers in the Bible. There's passages in the Bible like Genesis chapter 5 and Genesis chapter 10 that actually go through and give us the dates. Adam was 130 years old and begat a son named Seth. Seth was 105 and begat a son named Enos. Enos was 90 and begat Canaan. And you can literally go through the dates in the Bible and you can add them up. 130 plus 105 plus 90. These are the verses in the Bible that cure insomnia, by the way, if you ever have a hard time going to sleep. Genesis chapter 5, you'll be out in no time. But you can actually study those, and it shows us the earth is about 4,000 years before Christ and now 2,000 years after Christ. You got about 6,000 years. I don't put an exact date on it, but about 6,000. And then 4,400 years ago, what happened? What happened here 4,400 years ago? A flood. That's exactly right. By the way, do you guys already know the answer to this? How many of each animal did Moses take on the ark? How many? 2. Nope, not 2. How many of each animal did Moses take on the ark? Moses did not take any animals on the ark because Moses didn't even build the ark. Okay, that was Noah. So pay attention. Are you guys with me? Are we tracking? Are we good? Are we? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, well, sure, whatever. Okay, all right. So 4,400 years ago, there was a flood. Who lived here 2,000 years ago? Who lived here 2,000 years ago? Nobody? Who lived here 2,000 years ago? What year is it today? What year are we in? 2024. Where do we get 2024? 2024 from what? Somebody over there said it. What is it? Jesus' birth. That's why it's the year 2024, because we go back to Jesus. That's exactly right. Actually, it was a bunch of people that lived here, but Jesus is the main one. And now here we are today waiting for the return of Christ. That is not what they're teaching in school. That is not what they're teaching with the evolutionist worldview. Currently, right now, they say, according to the evolution worldview, about 13.79 billion years ago, there was a big bang. And we talked about this on Friday, if you were here on Friday. What do they say exploded for the Big Bang? What banged? Nothing. That's exactly right. Nothing exploded and created everything that we have today. And then, after nothing exploded, nothing happened for a long time. And then, 4.6 billion years ago, that's when the earth formed. This ball of dirt that you're on, it formed 4.6 billion years ago. And then, it began to rain on the surface of the earth, and it rained for millions of years. Now, I know you're probably wondering, where did that rain come from? Stop questioning science, okay? The rain came from nowhere, for crying out loud, but it happened, all right? And it rained so much that it made oceans. Has anybody ever been to an ocean? Anybody ever been? I live next to a Gulf, the Gulf of Mexico. There's a lot of water out there. That's proof that it rained for billions of years. And then the oceans mixed with the rocks because of the waves. You know how the waves come up on the beach and they just kind of hit and they do this? So they mixed with the rocks, and the oceans mixed so much that it created something called soup. Soup. Just trust them. Prebiotic soup. And then, 3 billion years ago, lightning struck the soup, and the soup came alive. And then the soup found something to eat and someone to marry. 2 really good tricks. And then it had kids, and its kids had kids, and its kids had kids, and their kids had kids, and their kids had kids, and their kids had kids. And it kept going, and eventually turned into the fish, then the amphibians, then the reptiles, then the mammals. By the way, if you guys want to remember that and write it down, it's the word farm, F-A-R-M, fish, amphibian, reptile, mammal. That's how you remember that, okay? Farm, F-A-R-M. And that's how they say things evolved. And eventually, once they got to the mammals, it turned into the monkeys. And then from the monkeys, it turned into you. And they say me too, but I'm like, hold the phone. My great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpa was not a monkey. And his great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great- Christian worldview, I believe the Bible is correct. I think God created the heavens and the earth. I think that's what really actually happened, okay? All right, now, the question comes, what was the earth like before the flood? When God originally made this world absolutely perfect. Before the flood came, life was very different. I want to tell you a little bit about how different that life is, but I might have to save some of that for after lunch. First, though, let me ask you this. Does anybody know what happened on June 11th, 1993? Very important date in history. June 11th, 1993. We should all have this date memorized. June 11th, 1993. What happened? June 11th, 1993. Someone was born, not someone, something. This. It's when Jurassic Park came out in theaters, and it was the first time you could sit in the theater seat, watch dinosaurs, and wet your pants right there. We had never seen anything like this before. This was like brand new, cutting edge. We had never experienced anything like Jurassic Park, and it was like, wow, dinosaurs are so cool. They made dinosaurs look amazing, man. You guys don't have the dinosaurs that we had to grow up with. We had to grow up with dinosaurs in the movies that were made out of paper mache. I mean, it was really, really, really pathetic. They would take toy dinosaurs, hook them to strings, and it was like, roar, 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 roar. I mean, that was our movies back in the day, okay? Anybody watch Babe? Anybody ever remember Babe the dinosaur? Yeah, that's what we grew up with, okay? Jurassic Park comes along, and all of a sudden dinosaurs are cool again. And then, it's almost embarrassing. Somebody did something to the dinosaurs that is just tragic. You want to see what they did to these dinosaurs? This is what they did to the dinosaurs. Oh, man, so bad. Oh, it's so bad. I don't even want to talk about it, okay? It's pretty depressing to me, honestly, okay? I just can't believe they would put children through this kind of stuff. Anyway, thankfully, people came along and made dinosaurs cool again, and now you guys have lots of cool movies about dinosaurs, don't you? There's a lot of great movies out there about dinosaurs now. And it's interesting. If you put dinosaurs in your movie, are people going to like your movie? Oh, man, are they going to like your movie? They're going to love your movie. Toy Dinosaur, anybody? Anybody? Toy Dinosaur? Have we seen that one? Yeah, okay, all right. The Good Dinosaur, did anybody have that one as a kid? The Good Dinosaur, yeah. How about Land Before Time, volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16? I don't know how far they are now, but yeah, okay. How about, books on dinosaurs? Did you guys ever have books on dinosaurs? Hey, it's interesting. If you open up a book about dinosaurs, typically one of the very first things they say is something that I heard this morning. Something that you guys were saying about dinosaurs. As soon as you open up the book, they start the book off with what? $65 million years ago. And kids are believing that dinosaurs lived 65 million years ago because they've talked about it in movies, because they've written it in books, and they say it over and over and over and over, and kids are like, well, it must be true. And here's what's going on. The media is using dinosaurs. Okay, let's just take a pause right here. How many of us still like to get a little dinosaur train fix going on? Yeah. My son and I grew up with Dinosaur Train, okay? We loved watching Dinosaur Train. But here's what's going on. The secular media, they're just using dinosaurs to lie to kids. They're using dinosaurs to teach kids a lie. Because kids love dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. But now they're teaching something that's not true about the dinosaurs. And it's always the first thing they say, 65 million years ago. Oh, and then they'll use them to teach them something else. And they do it subtly, very subtly. For example, I still remember sitting on the couch with my son Jordan, watching Dinosaur Train when they started to teach a brand new concept that had just come out. Let me see if you can figure out what the concept is that they were trying to teach. Can we handle a couple scenes from Dinosaur Train? Can we handle a little bit? Okay, here we go. Check it out.
Well, we should really explore and investigate around the place to test your hypothesis.
That's an excellent idea. Hey, I'm Travis Troodon.
Hi, I'm Tiny Pteranodon, and this is my brother Buddy and my mom and dad and Shiny and Dawn. Hello. Hi.
So, you're a Troodon? You look different from the Troodons on the Dinosaur Train.
Yeah, I'm a northern Troodon. We're different because we got a lot more feathers, eh?
So there are dinosaurs at the North Pole after all.
Most definitely.
Cool.
Hey, Derek? Yeah, Derek Daly, new night guard around here.
Hey, good to meet you. I'm Jim. Naturalistic evolution and biblical creation. I don't even believe in science. The monkey. Remember you? What's your name? Dewey? Deborah? Dixie? Dexter? Dexter?
You guys want to watch that one? Or is that a little too scary? Are you sure it's not scary? So I did Night at the Creation Museum, then I did Night at the Ark Encounter. I don't have time to show you that trailer. And I just got done going to another museum down in Texas called the Discovery Center. Oh, man. And I got to make a film called Night at the Discovery Center. Can I show you that trailer too real quick? This movie comes out on September 6th, and we're giving all churches and schools a free streaming license, a public screening license, to show it to their church or to their school. You sure you want to see this trailer? So this is part 3, Night at the Discovery Center.
I thought I would take you on a tour of the Discovery Center. If we have time.
Hey, you guys better hurry. The lights will be going off soon.
Oh, well, let's run. This is the Origins exhibit. The Grand Canyon. T-Rex. Tour's over.
You guys have coffee?
We can do that.
Deputy Derek's on the job. Whoa.
Malfunction.
Wow. Go! Go! Go!
My favorite exhibit is coming up right here.
You guys want to watch that one? You do? Seriously? You've watched Jurassic Park already. So this would be no big deal for you. You would not wet your pants watching this at all. Not even a little bit. Okay. Might just a little bit. Okay, all right. Oh, I love this. Anyway, I love having fun, and I'm teaching kids the truth. And here's why. Look at this. This guy on GeoGuide says, boys and girls, no human being has ever seen a live dinosaur. Wait a minute. No human being in the history of planet Earth has ever seen a live dinosaur? How do they know that? How do you know that? How do you know no human being has ever seen a live dinosaur? The only way to know that no human being has ever seen a live dinosaur is if you had talked to every single human being that's ever lived. You think they've talked to every single human being that's ever lived? I kind of doubt it. So I don't think they can make this claim, no human being has ever seen a live dinosaur, and I can prove that they're wrong. The Bible says in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and in the 10 Commandments with God's own finger in a rock, God wrote this. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is. God made what in 6 days? What all would that include? That's everything, isn't it? Would that include the dinosaurs? That would include dinosaurs. So were dinosaurs made during the 6 days of creation? Dinosaurs were made during the 6 days of creation. And according to the Bible, Adam and Eve were made in the 6 days of creation. So Adam and Eve must have seen dinosaurs. They probably got to ride them around. Oh, man. Can you imagine having your own pet T-Rex? Or Brachiosaurus. I mean, wow, pterodactyl flying around. That would be amazing. People wonder, hey, how do you fit dinosaurs into the Bible? No. You're asking the wrong question. How do we use the Bible to tell us what really happened to the dinosaurs? Because you're going to be taught in school, oh, dinosaurs lived they lived 70 million years ago. They died 65 million years ago. That is not true. Did you know they are now finding red blood cells still inside of dinosaur bones? Red blood cells can't last for more than a few tens of thousands of years, maybe 100,000 years max. So how could a red blood cell still be in a dinosaur bone if that dinosaur bone is 65 million years old? It can't. But if this dinosaur died during the flood, like the Bible says, well, now it makes sense that there would still be red blood cells in there because the flood just happened. Anybody remember how long ago was the flood? That was how long it rained, 40 days and 40 nights. How long ago was it? How far back in time was it? Remember that timeline? You remember that? Not 40,000, 4,400. So you're kind of close, depending on the scale. 4,400 years ago is when the flood was. So could the red blood cells last for 4,400 years? Yes, no problem. Matter of fact, I've gotten to hold some of these bones in my hand. They have soft tissue in them. It is amazing, absolutely amazing. They've got stuff in these bones that's not even fossilized yet. There's no way those dinosaurs, this is a triceratops horn or pieces of a triceratops horn. No way this thing was that long ago. Oh, I was up in, we did a map of all the different creation museums and put it on a website, visitcreation.org. These are all the places you can go to visit a creation museum. There's a whole bunch of them around the U.S. And one of the places I got to go visit was up in Glendive, Montana, in February. I mean, negative 40 degrees, okay? Wind chill of minus 40 while I'm there in February. I could not believe it. But I got to go there, and one of the places we went was to the ranch where they dig up real dinosaur bones. Sometimes the bones are fossilized. Sometimes the bones aren't fossilized. And inside these dinosaur bones, they're finding soft tissue, blood cells, collagen, about 16 different biomaterials that could not last for millions of years. I couldn't help myself. I made a little video while I was on the ranch looking at some of these dinosaur bones, and I happened to be there on February 12th. February 12th is Charles Darwin's birthday. So we now call it Doubting Darwin Day. It's a day to doubt what Charles Darwin actually taught. Actually, we changed it this last year. We called it Cancel Darwin Day because Darwin's ideas are bad ideas, okay? He taught that we all evolved from people. He taught that there were different races of people and the different colors, the different skin colors, were because they evolved from different animals. That's what he taught. I'm like, I do not believe that. I don't buy into that. That promotes racism. You know, according to the Bible, there's not a whole bunch of different races. There's only one race. It's called the human race. Yeah, we have different skin tones. Mine is freckled. Okay, stop making fun of it. All right, for crying out loud. You got that perfectly smooth skin. My wife has that perfectly smooth skin. I don't have that. You don't have freckles. I got the freckles, okay? But we got all these different varieties of skin color. That's melanin in the skin. We're all human beings made in the image of God. We all have the exact same value. The color or the shape doesn't matter in our value to God. So anyway, I'm there on Charles Darwin's birthday. I'm holding a fossil of a dinosaur bone that is part fossilized and part unfossilized. So I had to talk about it for a second. Check this out. Hey guys, happy Doubting Darwin Day. Today is February 12th. It's Darwin's birthday. And of all places in the world to be, I'm in Glendive, Montana, and I just happen to be on the very ranch where they are finding lots and lots of dinosaur bones that still have soft tissue in them. Now, I realize there's a huge debate in the evolutionary and scientific community going, what has kept the soft tissue in these bones? What has preserved it? Once Mary Schweitzer discovered this and was brave enough to publish it, even though people ridiculed her for even publishing what she published, she was brave enough to publish it. And then the question became, how did soft tissue get preserved for 65 million years? That's not the question we need to be asking. The real question is are the bones 65 million years old? They do find quite a bit of fossils right here on this ranch. It truly is incredible. And I'm just telling you, this is one more evidence that puts the nail yet again in the Darwinian theory of evolution and the millions of years that Charles Lyell and who was the other guy? James Hutton came up with. And it flies in the face of all the scientific information that we have today, or all the scientific claims about the Earth being millions of years old and dinosaurs living 65 million years ago. So happy Doubting Darwin Day. I hope you guys are enjoying today, February 12th. I'm in freezing cold Montana, but we're having a great time. God bless you guys. Doubting Darwin Day, and I'm holding dinosaur bones that disprove Darwinian evolution. Darwinian evolution didn't happen. Listen, I enjoy the movies, but the story that they put along with the idea that the dinosaurs lived millions of years ago, none of that's true. God made the dinosaurs. People have always lived with dinosaurs. Matter of fact, all through history, there are stories of people and dinosaurs living together. You want to hear some of those? You have to wait till after lunch. We'll talk about some of those after lunchtime. But here's what I want you to remember from this morning. Dinosaurs didn't live millions of years ago. They've always lived with people. God made the dinosaurs, and he even showed a couple dinosaurs to a guy named Job in the book of Job. And those dinosaurs really changed Job's perspective. Really changed his perspective. But we'll have to talk about that after lunch. We're going to take a break for just a minute. When we come back, we're going to have the main service. I'm going to talk to you guys about something that is deep. Very, very deep. So you're going to have to stay awake during this next session because we're going to go deep, okay? We're going to see how smart you guys really are and see how much you really know. Do you really know anything? Do you really know anything? Do you know anything? We're going to find out here in the next hour. All right. You are dismissed. We'll meet again for church service here in just a few minutes. Say again.